Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22. We still got some snow on the ground, and if you remember our last episode, I kind of showed you a few ways that we could utilize snow equipment to remove snow from our farm. Now I found that really cool. I mean, that's a really cool element of the game, and just being on the map that we play on, I think it's really cool because if you remember on this map, we have such things like the ski slopes and stuff like that in the mountains. Let's take a little look. There's our mountains, our ski slope is back there, and it's just picturesque. This is a beautiful little map here. So moving on today, I wanted to do an episode here and show you guys how to make some silage. Whoa, look at this. The snow is very slippery. I never actually noticed that before. So I wanted to show you guys how to make some silage, and I guess we could, we can put a double title on this as mowing, because we can also mow. So we are going to actually go ahead and set our AI to get over to the store over here. And we're going to pick ourselves up a mower. Let's see here. Get over to the store, let the AI do its thing. And I just love it when it snows. It's beautiful when it snows. I guess my guy doesn't know where he's going. It's funny because it's minus like 20 degrees outside and they have a tank top on, but okay, whatever. So I was just looking something up actually in fandom. I wanted to see silage doesn't really have any effect on the pigs. I guess that silage is more for the cows, but we will show you how to mow the lawn anyway and then collect that stuff and turn it into silage, because I mean, why not? It's just something additional that we can sell. So we're going to go ahead and hit that P button. And we're going to check out our mowers here. So we'll get to the attachments and we will go down to mowers, which is over here. And you have a few options here. You have the cheaper options, the mid-grade options, and they're pretty much all like the other tools. They cover a span, and this one is actually a pretty cool one because it leaves a trail right in the middle. But I think we're going to go with a nice one for our lawn mowing. So there is one thing. So these cheaper versions, let me get into the details. I don't like these cheaper versions because this one looks okay. But if we go back, these ones are off to the side, so just like kind of the plow, your tractor is kind of off to the side, and it's a little bit hard to line up when you have to mow smaller spaces, and I really don't like that. So I really try to pay attention here on this one's the same way. This one actually mows on the side of your mower. That one is the GDM 4411. This Kun is right behind your mower. This is one of my favorites. It has these two flaps that lift up and down, but it's not very wide. It only covers a square surface of 3.1 meters, and I need a little bit more than that. So we're going to go ahead and get to our heavy duty. I don't like this Kun because it leaves kind of a wide like strip of grass behind the tractor that's really weird, and then you have to go back over it. So when it's folded down, it mows on this side, it mows on that side, and then in the center it has this weird strip that doesn't get mowed. I like the L-hoe here. It is very expensive. However, it gets the job done, covers 7.3 meters, and you can drive at 22 kilometers per hour. So we're going to go ahead and lease this. Or should we buy it? Let me think. We have a current balance of... No, we're going to go ahead and lease it because we won't use it till next period. And we're going to go ahead and pick up our mower. So mowing is one of my favorite things in the game. I don't know, it's just cool. If you want to go back and check out some of our other episodes, we show you how to use the planter, and you can actually plant. Look at that. You can actually plant grass to harvest. This looks like a heavier... I've never actually used this mower before, and it looks like this might be better suited for my larger tractor that has... What are you doing in the road, bro? My larger tractor that has the two wheels, two on front and two on the back. I think it'll just be heavier. This kind of looks like it could tip over a little bit. Whoops, sorry lady. She'll be alright. Little Jeremy Rayner action there, Reiner. Didn't mean to run you over with my tractor. Alright, so we are back at our fields. Now these aren't dedicated fields, but if you want, you can open up your menu and you can see what you're kind of working with here. Oops. So let's get that menu open. If you see here, these aren't dedicated fields, but these are mowable spaces. They're also, if you plow them, you can use them as fields. It's really up to you. So let's try to get like our pigsty looking nice here. We're gonna go ahead and lower our mower. Wow, that looks cool. Got the deck lowered. That creates quite an expanse. So let's see what the options are here. We have lower the mower. Okay. Fold mower. And turn on. So there aren't too many options here besides get going. So we just want to clear the lawn. I like to have a nice mowed lawn. And this pretty much clears the grass. Now it's interesting, I guess when you mow your lawn when there's snow outside, you can't actually pick it up afterwards, or at least not that I know of, because usually when you mow it leaves a huge section of grass behind you that you can pick up. But I guess with the snow, that doesn't really happen. But I'm really into this mower. I like to mow my lawn. I like to keep the property nice. I mean, when you invest that much in your property, you might as well keep the grass nice and short. And get it mowed all the way over to our fields. Be careful here not to hit our crops. I remember when I was young and when I first had the opportunities to mow the lawn, I was so excited to use the tractors and stuff. And I always had like a specific kind of pattern that I went in to either make the angles the right way, or I mean, it was really silly because my dad didn't care. He only cared that the lawn got cut and was trimmed. But for me, it was very important that I had everything straight and I did all the trimming correctly. Oh, look at the pig. It's like, oh, what's all that noise? Huh? Now, we don't want to run over our crops, because if you mow your crops, it will definitely mow them down, and you will lose some income there. So this grass said it was ready to harvest, but as you can see, it's not really harvesting it, it's just kind of cutting it down. We had a snowstorm last month. This doesn't look like the appropriate tractor for this. Now keep in mind, mowing is not one of those things that you can set the AI to do, nor can you set the AI to pick up grass, or at least not in a way that I have figured out yet. I'm going to actually go ahead. I have crop damage turned off, but I kind of want to see if we hit it, what happens with it turned off. Okay, so it doesn't actually mow it over when you have crop damage turned off, but if you were playing in a real game, that would definitely run over all your crops and you would lose a huge portion there. Look at the expanse of this thing. It mows so far. Loving it. We're going to get our whole field cleaned up. Might as well have it nice and manicured. Oh, look at that. So I guess the snow just turned off, which is going to be super helpful to our tutorial here. That is a huge load of grass there. I guess it was just collecting. That's so weird. Missing some strips there. That's okay. But we're going to have a nicely manicured lawn after this. Now grass grows back on its own. It won't be perfectly fertilized or we're just going to make sure we just want a nice lawn. We're not really caring about the crops right now. Let's see if it mows backwards. Oh, it does mow backwards, so you got to be really careful, I guess, when you're mowing. And I don't know if it kills pigs, but we're not going to try to kill my pigs. Alright. So we're looking good. Our pasture land is looking good. Should make some crop circles here. And you can see our corn is growing up pretty nice. Have a nice clean field here. just about all mowed up on this pasture. Now if you don't collect this grass, it does disappear with the changing season, so that's just something to keep in mind. You don't have unlimited time to collect it. I am going to show you how to collect the grass. First, I think we're going to make some crop circles. I just ran over a little sign there. I think we're pretty clean. A little patch over here. This tractor was going to do so good with the weight of this mower, but it's actually pretty good. No issues so far. Alright, so we got our lawn mowed. Now I'm going to show you, let's see if we can kind of move this trailer out of the way. Don't worry, we're not worried about damage because we don't actually own this mower, so I'm just going to keep it rolling. See if I can move this trailer. There we go. And we got a little spot over here yet. Make sure we do a thorough job so we get our allowance. Okay. Move our plow out of the way. And that should be pretty good. So now we're going to show you how to get all this grass into like a usable type of situation where you can actually pick it up and we'll call it harvest it, because like it is now, it would take you a very long time. And let's go ahead and continue on. We'll go over to the other pasture where it was kind of nice and slow, and we're going to show you how to turn raw grass into silage. So over here you can see that we have a much different kind of scenario where we are actually going to have grass in lines, but it's still not really usable for if you're going to pick them up or do any kind of baling. I am a perfectionist and I really don't like leaving like half mowed stuff. Get a few more lines here so we can go over and get the other equipment that we need to make this happen. mind, you can't do this with AI workers, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But that also makes it fun because this game has so many different ways of gameplay that makes it one of those games that's just really truly awesome. I mean, you can just really play it over and over and over and kind of never get bored with it. Because there's so many different types of... Oh, there we are. Now our tractor's getting hung up a little bit. We'll just do a few more passes here. Pretty much mowed up. We'll get this one little last passage. Piece, I mean. So at least it's consistent. We're really binding up on the hill here. And the handling isn't very great. This is definitely... If you use this bigger mower here, you're going to want a bigger tractor with a wider wheelbase. And I think that'll do us. Let's get our mower back to pasture. Looks like a good place to drop it. There we go. Alright. I'm gonna actually see what's going on here. Oh, we gotta check our contracts. Okay, so we're gonna actually use our bigger tractor now because we're gonna need more power here once we get to our next tool that we're gonna... Uh-oh. Kinda looks like he's stuck a little bit. Doesn't know where to go. That should do us. Let's get him set over here. Oh. Still the target is unreachable, huh? Guess we're gonna have to drive there ourselves. Man, our corn is growing up nicely. So we're just gonna take a little shortcut here and ruin someone's field. This isn't one we have to worry about too much because it's not plowed. And we're gonna go ahead and take a look at our contracts because I see that I have some open contracts. We want to make sure that those are getting taken care of. Alright. So let's hit that escape key and let's check our contracts real quick. So that one is completed. We will collect. That one's active, cultivating. Oh, let's do that one. We might as well just do it while we're here. And we gotta get this guy going again. This is an active contract that we already have. And we'll just set the AI worker. We did a whole other episode the other day on how to use contracts and make yourself some money while you're working. And since we are quickly now turning this into our working farm, we're going through all the... Whoa, look at this baby. The John Deere 8RX something. I missed the last part. 8RX 310. Wow, look at that. It's got tracks and everything. Let's take a look inside this bad boy. Wow, it is suited up. Jumper seat. Oh, but you can't drive behind. But that's cool. It's got all the cool dials and... I don't know. I guess John Deere isn't my favorite tractor in this game. But this one looks pretty cool. Looks like it's able to handle quite a load too. Go ahead and hitch up our cultivator and let's get the AI going. It actually handles pretty well though. You would think it wouldn't because it's on the tracks, but alright, let's see if we can get our AI to... We are cultivating field 16. Where is field 16? 25. There it is. We're going to go ahead and set our AI worker to get there. There he goes. He's on his way. That is a weird looking tractor, bro. I don't think I even like this tractor. Okay, but let's get back onto what we were doing. So we're going to open up that P menu. And the next thing we are going to do is check out what some of these things do. So, concerning, don't forget we're still working on grass here. So, we have a tedder and we have windrowers. Windrowers. That's a tongue twister. So, what these do is, these actually turn grass in, it moves the grass around so it can become hay. Now, hay is fine if we need to use it as bedding for our animals, but we don't need to use that at the moment. But I am going to rent one so that we can show you the difference on how they work. These are crazy looking weird things here. So we will go ahead and lease this one. And we are going to also go to our windrower. Now the windrower is the machine that puts it all kind of like a nice straight line so that it can be picked up easier. We have some monster ones here. We don't need that size because our fields are not that big. We are going to go with the medium-sized one, which is this Samaster here. Samasses. But this one will be sufficient for what we need, so we're going to go ahead and lease this one. Let's check on our money situation. We are literally hemorrhaging money. This is a good deal. Too bad I can't buy that right now. Good deal. So let's check on our money situation. We are, for the month of February, we are actually out of the red. We spent a lot in January because we did the pigs. But we are positive $6,000 in the month of February. Not quite out a year yet. We are going to go ahead and get our other tractor over here. We are going to need both to pick up our equipment. And there he is. He's on his way. Check to make sure our contracts are still mowing. Oh, this guy's ready. Go ahead and push H. Man, now that is a big cultivator. Huh. I wonder why it's not going. There we go. Just needed to get a little farther. That is a really, but that is a big piece of machinery. That's really cool. Okay, so back to mowing our lawn. We're going to go ahead and attach the windrower to our big tractor. And we're going to show you what each one does. Now again, the windrower puts it all in kind of like a nice, neat, oh, look at that. Nice, neat little line so that we can pick it up. Let's get over here. And we're going to show you what the windrower, whatever that word is, how it kind of operates. So we're going to go over here where we have a lot of different things, a lot of different lines. We're going to go ahead and unfold that baby. We're going to push the V, lower that baby down, and we're going to turn her on. Now those blades start spinning, and what this does is it collects the grass and puts it in a nice kind of thing in the back. You can't see it right here because we're not in thing, but you're really going to see it once we hit this line here. And as you can see, it makes a huge pile there. And see, it makes a nice line right down the center. We'll pick this up. And we'll go on to our next line. And just so forth and so on. These things are a little bit hard to control. Okay. So what this is basically doing is this is gonna get us prepared to do the baling, and it's much easier to use the baler if everything is kind of in a straight line here. As you can see, it makes a nice straight line, so when you drive with the baler you can just go on that straight line and kind of pick up all your hay and do your thing. Now we are going to go ahead and switch over to see the difference between what this little guy does. So this little guy turns over the hay, and it makes it easier for drying. So we can use both because we can use the dried straw for our pigs so that they can use it for bedding. Now let me show you the difference. So when you lower this, unfold it, and turn this baby on, this pretty much just shakes up the grass and it immediately changes color, as you can see. So it takes the grass, it turns it over, this allows it to dry. Now what you would have to do from this point is go back over it with the windrower, whatever it is, so that you can make it in a usable kind of, another usable little, line, so it can be picked up easier by the baler. And then this will actually be straw hay that you can use for bedding, etc., etc., etc. But I really like this one too. It kind of, it's cool. It's a cool, all of mowing the grass and mowing the lawn is one of my favorite things to do in this game. So I hope you guys have found this tutorial helpful. Next tutorial, we're going to go over baling and how to make silage for your cows or horses, whatever you're kind of farming there. And stay tuned next time for more of Farming Simulator 22. And guys, don't forget to like or leave me comments. I appreciate the feedback, even if you don't like my videos and you have lots of criticisms. I'm kind of just playing and doing this for the fun and hopefully educating some of you guys as to some of the cool stuff in this game. So I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for following along.